like sequins and stuff and make this whole cool like bit, but I'm a little too impatient. It's really beautiful out. You're probably wondering where I'm at. Now the locals will probably know exactly where I'm at, and we'll get to that a little later, but I just wanted to stop in and say that this is gonna be wild. Literally thought I was recording. Well, hi. Ooh, I have been waiting for this moment all morning, actually. I actually need to find something to prop this up. Handy dandy wallet, never failed. Alright, so I kind of owe you guys an explanation. So, without further ado, welcome to Helena. I'm just kidding, that one's for the locals. Welcome to Helena, Montana. I literally cannot pronounce anything right here, but this is our apartment. I'm gonna give you guys kind of a little bit of a walkthrough. We're actually kind of like near downtown Helena, which sounds so weird. Why do you guys call it Helena? Why is it not Helena? Helena sounds more hip. But anyways, we got an apartment here like 4 days ago. I cannot tell you how much I've been praying, and I was like, God, please help us to get this place. At first I was like, God, please help us to get a place, and I couldn't find anything kind of in our price range, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna suck, because I don't know how we're gonna afford it. And then this popped up, came and saw it, we loved it, and I just kept praying, and well, God had mercy on us, and we were able to get this place. And I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a walkthrough. This is like by the front door. That's the front door. It's like a furnace room. It's kind of cool, I guess. But yeah, like I said, one bed, one bath. This is just like a quick walkthrough. It's nothing fancy, so just relax. You got your kitchen, and compared to some people's, and even compared to our last house, it's not like huge at all, but it's not bad. Living from an RV to this, like coming from an RV to this is like such a huge improvement. So this is our kitchen, and everything is strung out everywhere because we're still unpacking. But yeah, this is our kitchen. It's not bad. You can check out our fridge. Some people are into that. It's all my wife's pop. Walk down the hall here, and you got the beautiful foyer. I'm just kidding. The living room. So we got one bar stool from TJ Maxx, and then I ended up using my studio light because we don't have like ceiling lights in here for some reason. And we don't have lamps, so I'm using my studio light actually against the wall, and it kind of lights this place up at night like really well. Playpen, we got a whole bunch of trash. We really don't have that much stuff, but somehow ended up with like a bunch of trash. And then in here is the bedroom, which is an absolute atrocious mess. So there's like stuff everywhere, but here's our bed. There's the windows. I don't even know what I'm pointing at this point. Alright, so yeah, here's the bed, windows. There's a closet there. There's actually a closet over there, which is my closet, but I don't know. There's kind of a lot of space. And then back over here, you got another storage unit. And then the bathroom with pink curtains, like the plastic planet's pink because she wanted pink, so. Happy wife, happy life, right? Say yes. So yeah, this is, I need to kind of like fix this. What is like a good spot? Add these. So yeah, there you go. This is our official first apartment together. I've lived in an apartment, but they were like outside units, and this is my first time being like in an inside unit where you have to go like through the inside. And I think these are newly renovated too, so that's kind of cool. Some reasons we moved, one was because I've had the hardest time finding a job. I am in the creative space. I do commercials, I do, all sorts of video things. Not really on the photography side, but I can do that. And I've absolutely had the hardest time doing this. And I haven't found anything. I have an online portfolio. I have a fair amount of work and it's not that bad, but apparently it must not be that good because I've had the hardest time trying to find work out here or in Dallas. I've even been applying to like other jobs too, even a lot of entry-level jobs, and I've really had a hard time. It's insane. Like literally, I've applied online, I've gone in. Every time I go in, they always like, oh hey, you need to fill out the application online, then we'll get to it. And they never get to it. And the ones that do call me back, I get through the whole interview, get through their whole process, and then I'll do the callbacks. I'll like, hey, how's it going? Wait a couple days, check up, see how things are going. And everyone's like, well, we just found someone who just fits a little better. And it's like, so we ended up moving because it was just quite a bit too expensive, and then the neighborhoods that were more affordable, usually the apartment complexes were really gross, disgusting, or the management was just atrocious, or a combination of all three. So we're here. This is absolutely, none of this would be possible without God, because and I don't know why as humans we're like so ashamed to like kind of talk about it. And I'm not trying to be like, ooh, look at me, I read my Bible, or I'm not perfect. You look at some of my old videos, you'll find me cussing and, acting like it's not about who you were, it's about how you grow, get better. I mean, there's a lot of religions and denominations and stuff, and I don't really do the whole denomination thing. I mean, if anything, more Baptist, Southern Baptist is close to like what I believe, but anyways, I believe in Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, so I know some people would be curious because a lot of people say, oh, praise God, but some mean this one or some mean that one. It's just not quite the same. Just if you're curious, it doesn't really matter. I mean, if you don't believe, then you're definitely missing out, but I can't force anybody. But yeah, so if you guys would like to know like little things about me, be sure to leave down in the comments. It'd be nice to know. It'd be nice to know some of you a little more. Get to know you a little more. Just a little more personally, just a little more. I need to get my teeth whitened. Actually, I just need a brush. That's a fact. The only thing that kind of bugs me about this apartment, I'll just like look out the window and I just like make dead eye contact with a couple neighbors just because their windows are like right there. It's probably my only beef. No, this is it's quite a bit different because I've never actually lived downtown anywhere in my life, let alone in an actual apartment, like to ourselves, an inside like apartment, like inside access apartment like this. So it's quite a bit different. And I don't want to show too much out the windows and all that, just because I don't want you people to be creeps and find out where I live, which probably isn't that hard, but people are weird. So that's a fat pigeon. That's a fat pigeon. Just saying. So you might be wondering what I'm doing, and I hope you kind of get the picture by now, but before I get to that, look at these, can you even see these views? Like, this is so weird, because growing up in the Midwest, you just look around, there's just buildings and whatever. But right over there, you got the mountains, just a big mountain right there. So something that it was like a really stupid buy because it was really expensive, but it was the best buy, was I got this like dolly thing that transforms into this little cart. And then we had those totes, and well, there's my son. So now that we live in an apartment, it's really hard to get stuff upstairs. Like carrying 2 cases of water, even a case of water is like, it's hard on my back, hard on her back, you know. So something like this, I think this is like 160 bucks at Lowe's, which is probably cheaper ones, but it's just a Milwaukee like dolly cart that transforms into some weird cart thing. I don't even know. But what we do is we just take the tub, and then in this situation we have food and then some other stuff we're able to actually take up there and get it all in one load or a couple loads, instead of it taking 3 days and breaking our back. Especially cases of water. Like, it went from, oh, this is really expensive, I'm gonna buy it, use it to move a couple things up there and then return it because it's so expensive, to we're keeping it and it's the best thing we've literally ever bought that was intended for something else. Does that make sense? Sorry, but hands down, this little car right here is amazing. Plus, it can transform into like a dolly. So like when we got our bed, we used it for that. And like normally, all you gotta do is press this like lever, and then it'll come up and latch into place. And for this instance, it's great as a cart. I kind of look weird, but it's better than breaking my back and having to do 1,000 trips. So sweet. Boom! Look at that right there. Not bad for. I mean, it's a little pricey, but definitely if you're moving, especially if it's an apartment, worth the money. So worth the money. Save you so much time too. So I think I got our whole van and everything we own, except what was in her car, loaded up here in like 7 loads, which isn't bad at all, to be honest. So 7 trips. I'm gonna sit. She's making some food. I'm tired. I feel like I've hit 22 and I'm just like dead. They say that you hit that around 30, man. It's too late. Or 40, actually. It's too late. I've already hit it. 5 things. One of these, some of these, this guy. Actually, I lied, 6. These things. Battery died. My face is oddly red for some reason. I had to make her take a break because she was like shopping in the background. It was like,
yeah, I can't do any of the things I need to get done.
Cause me, but now little monkey can't get in there, or there. Because she has this fascination with opening up the cabinets, going and sitting in them. So it's like, you go in the other room for a second, you come back out, and she's gone. No noise. Nothing. All of a sudden, cabinets just start shaking, and then you're like, what in the name of Satan is in my cupboard? So, that's fixed. Aside from the drawers, I know the drawers are, she can still open, but it's usually she can't really climb in. She can't climb in a drawer.
She can just climb up the drawers like stairs.
Yeah, funny story. We had this dog once named Rose. She was a puppy, and then we had Ocean over there, and the bread on the counter kept getting like ripped apart. And these two dogs were the only ones home, so I knew it was one of them, and I thought it was Ocean because I was like, Ocean's the only big enough one to like get up on the counter and like grab it. And then there was one day Kenzie was out. She took Ocean to the dog park, I think, or just with her, and she had Paris, and it was me and Rose. And so I just let Rose out. I let her wander around or whatever. Usually I was keeping her in the kennel, but I just let her out for a little bit. And I go out to the garage, do whatever I need to do, or I was upstairs or something like that. She would open up the Lazy Susan that was in the corner of our old house, climb up it, and grab the bag of bread, throw it on the floor, and just rip it apart. And I felt so bad because I disciplined Ocean for that. So.
I need to get back to cooking
What are you making?
zucchini bread, and then that's the ready.
But she adds chocolate chips to it. I always had it without chocolate chips. Like, it's good with chocolate chips, but I've always had it as a kid without chocolate chips. What about you guys? She claims everything she had as a kid had sugar in it.
No, it just tastes better with the chocolate. Like,
She's a fiend for chocolate.
I just don't like the cinnamon flavor because you have to add cinnamon to zucchini bread, and I just don't like the plain cinnamon flavor. I think it's disgusting.
I didn't know you put cinnamon in it.
Yeah, you have to put cinnamon in it.
You
so
don't?
That's why. Yeah, you do. You put cinnamon in it.
Oh.
So that's why I always add chocolate
Do we even
chips.
have cinnamon?
Nope, I have to break this door later.
Good to know. So I don't know why this isn't focusing on my face. Come here.
Oh, my cat's starting to skilled to clean.
She's mad because I made her take a break because all I hear in the background is So what do you think about living here?
Still just as broke.
What do you like about living here?
I have my own kitchen.
True, because last time we were in an RV and then we switched to hotels for about like a month, which is so expensive. And then we ended up here. Prayed so much. So much. And not that I don't really pray as much as I should, but I know I was really begging and praying a lot. And it happened. Not that it had to. God didn't have to just because I prayed, but I was definitely begging for this place. And I think it's real nice, especially going from a huge house and definitely something we took for granted, like a 2,000 square foot house, 3-bed, 3-bath, newer. We definitely I kind of wanted to start over. You wanted to start over in a different area and, just try to do something where, not really ourselves. I wouldn't say anyone does anything themselves. Most people have help in one way or another, but I don't know. Wanted to breathe some fresh air and we downsized, got rid of a lot of stuff we didn't need, which is good. And then
Now we need most of it.
yeah, well, but if you go from a house to an apartment, you're gonna be like, well, this sucks. Going from this to an RV to an apartment makes it a lot better, and it makes you not take it as for granted. But yeah, this video wasn't supposed to be anything really. I just felt motivated to film for some reason, me putting up child blocks.
That says Lamper, not Hamper. It says it's a Lamper XL.
Lamper XL, hamper's priority taken. I don't know why it says that.
It's a Lamper. Don't do it back. I have a baby in my belly.
Oh yeah, speaking of content, we have another little one on the way, which we didn't really publicly announce, did we? Kind of, on like social media, but not like, I don't know at this point. I feel like I've had like 5 of them.
We told your parents and my parent. Well,
Yeah, so no, we didn't really do like a whole huge like cool party and this whole thing
no,
like we did with the
just
first
posted
one.
something on
No
Facebook.
offense, Ezra. It's a boy, by the way. No offense, Ezra, but
I really didn't do a whole thing for Paris either. I posted that one on social media.
not really. Okay, so anyway, speaking of content, we're having a kid, another one. It's a boy. His name is going to be Ezra Sean Gaffney. Right, okay. She's got all the names figured out. She's got a list. We literally went on, it's only 6 names, 3 girls and 3 boys. What's going to happen if you have 6 sextuplets this next time?
Then
We're screwed.
we're gonna have to figure it out from there.
Anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy. I was hoping to throw some B-roll footage in this. Definitely not taking on the same day because I can't fly my drone downtown for some reason. But hope you guys did enjoy, and stay tuned for another one. Let me know what you guys want to see. If you want to see anything, and tell her in the comments that she is beautiful. But don't be a perv.
No.
Just don't be weird.
Hey,
Yeah.
don't.